welcome back to another edition of JD's Ranked. I was trying to figure this out. I was doing I was gonna do the 8 cheesiest horror movies. Not be confused with horror comedies, but cheesy horror. I love cheesy horror, but not because they're scary, but because they're cheesy. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit that kind of list on this. So I did the top 8 low budget movies who are now cult classics. I have the budget. I was kind of surprised that low budget was actually these numbers, but it makes sense. You know, movies are made for billions of dollars nowadays. There's only one movie on here that breaks the $1 million budget. I think the budgets for these are inflated to count for if they're made today. I don't think these are the original because I also got them off of Wikipedia. So, but starting at number 8 is The Blair Witch. I wasn't really a fan of The Blair Witch. That's why it's up there. I acknowledge it as being the first found footage to start all that. It gets away with it because, again, it was first. All the other ones that came after were kind of like, yeah, we've seen this before. But I didn't catch this until years after it came on DVD. So by then I already knew it was fake. So that was also a part of it. And then you don't see much. Yeah. The budget was, and this was a camera found footage. This was supposed to be home recording. It had a budget of $300,000. Number 7 is Psycho, the original Psycho. It had a budget of $806,000. I really like this. Jumped off the slasher genre. It was really good, well put together. The star is one of those movies that killed the star off right away, threw everybody off. Number 6 is what started the slow moving zombies, but the transition from people being mind controlled to reanimated corpses to the living dead. That had a budget of 100 and I think this has like the second lowest budget on here, 114,000. Number 5 is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, budget of 80,000. That scared the shit out of me when I watched it the first time. And then at the end of the movie, they have found footage. So I guess you can say that Blair Witch made a whole movie about it, but at the end of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they did have found footage. It was of the police officers going into the basement of the home and then being attacked by Leatherface. So I think we can give it to them. 4 had a bigger budget than I thought. It is Evil Dead. The first one, in my opinion, the second one's better. They reworked it, but the first one, a group of college students decided to make this film in a cabin here in Michigan. I lived in Michigan. I'm living in damn Michigan. I need to go to this damn cabin. I've been here for 5+ years. I have not been to the site where this movie. I need to. Had a budget of 375,000. See, this is why I think they're amped to say if it was made nowadays. Coming at number 3 is Friday the 13th with a budget of 5,500,000. Friday the 13th, the original one. You didn't know who the killer was. It was, it happened to be the mother, Mrs. Voorhees. At the time, we didn't know her first name was Pamela. Had one of the most iconic kill scenes in all horror movies. Kevin Bacon's start in film. Number 2 is Halloween with a budget of $300,000. I'm about to go see Halloween Kills, and then next year or the year after is Halloween End, where we're gonna wrap this up. But the original Halloween, really good suspenseful slasher movie. One of my all-time favorite horror movies. Number 1 at $1 million budget is Nightmare on Elm Street. We all know, Freddy so, okay, where was I? Hold on, brain fart. Johnny Depp gets his first movie break in this movie. One of the most iconic kills in horror. I'm gonna have to say one of the most iconic ones in Friday the 13th, or in Nightmare on Elm Street. I watched the behind the scenes on how that was made. He was sucked in the bed and all of his blood shooted up. He actually made a room 360. So when they shot him going in the bed, the room was upside right, but then with all the blood pouring out, they flipped it so the bed was on the ceiling, and gravity just sucked all that blood down. In one of the most iconic scenes in horror history. That is my ranked. Let's go in. I get to write all this stuff down. So, technically, while I'm shooting this, it is still Monday. So, technically, I get away with this. The next rank will be Scream. The rest of this week will be Scream and The Conjuring. The Conjuring universe. Which means I'm going to have to watch the movies I haven't watched yet. I don't know if I'm going to include the spin-offs. I know The Nun is a part of the Conjuring universe, and there is one other. Annabelle is too, but I've seen all of the Annabelle movies, all the Conjuring movies. I've yet to watch The Nun, and I think there's one more. I have this list somewhere, but stay tuned for those ranked. Until then, much love. JD out.